Blood clotting. Sometimes there is an injury in the body which causes the blood to flow, but within a few minutes it stops flowing and forms a clot. Blood clotting involves the following steps. 1. On the injured surface, the blood from the capillaries act on the fibrinogen present on the plasma to produce a network of fiber-like structures of insoluble fibrin. 2. The red blood cells are captured in the network and a watery liquid, serum, oozes out from the injured part. 2. The fiber network of fibrin together with the blood cells shrink and form a solid clot which checks the flow of blood and results into clot formation. Blood pressure. It is the pressure of circulating blood against the walls of the arteries. It is an important diagnostic index, especially of circulatory function. Blood pressure is measured at 2 points, the high point at which the heart contracts to empty its blood into the circulation, called systole, and the low point at which the heart relaxes to fill with blood returned by the circulation, called diastole. Pressure is measured in millimeters, mm, of mercury by an instrument called a sphygmomanometer. During a single cardiac cycle or heartbeat, the blood pressure reaches maximum during systole and minimum during diastole. The blood pressure of a normal healthy person is 120/80 systole-diastole. Very high and very low blood pressure is supposed to be dangerous. Blood group. Sometimes, due to serious injury there is bleeding. If it is not checked, the person can die. In such cases, the victim requires blood from another person. In 1902, Karl Landsteiner discovered for the first time that blood in all persons is not identical. It is essential that the blood of donor should be identical to receiver, otherwise the blood of donor becomes clumped in the RBCs of receiver. This is called clumping and the patient will die. Karl Landsteiner classified the blood of human beings into 4 groups. These are A, B, AB and O. They produce different kinds of antigens on the surface of their red blood corpuscles as given in table. Persons having blood group O can donate their blood to all and are called universal donors. The AB group persons are universal acceptors because they can receive the blood from all. Each antigen produces one antibody in the blood. All foreign bodies or germs act as an antigen. Antibodies are present in the serum of the blood. Different blood groups. Blood group, antigen present, antibody present, can donate to, can receive from A, B, A and AB, A and O, B, A, B and AB, B and O, AB, A and B, none, AB, all groups, O, none, A and B, all groups, O. Antigen. Antigens are proteins that stimulate the production of an antibody when introduced into the body of human. Most common antigen producers are bacteria and viruses. Antibody. Antibodies are the proteins which are formed by the white blood cells in the body in response to antigens, foreign substances. They kill antigens. Rh factor. Besides above blood groups, there is another antigen factor called Rh factor which is found on the surface of RBCs. It was discovered by Alexander Solomon and Karl Landsteiner 1937 in rhesus monkey. Most of the people having Rh factor in their blood group, such persons are called Rh positive. About 85% of humans are Rh positive. Rest are the Rh negative. Before blood transfusion, the blood group and Rh factor must be tested, and these should be identical, otherwise RBCs are clumped together, which leads to serious illness or death. Lymphatic system. The fluid that leaks out through the thin-walled capillaries is called lymph, which is conducted through special type of vessels called lymphatic vessels. The lymphatic system is an extensive and interconnected system of vessels, spaces, and nodes in the body which circulate lymph, a fluid made from proteins and other fluids. Lymph is initially part of the blood, but as blood flows through the body, lymph slowly leaks out, taking waste substances with it and filtering these substances through nodes which trap these substances. The lymph is a yellowish fluid and is composed of sugar, salts, proteins, enzymes, and dissolved salts. The lymph contains many leukocytes but no platelets. The lymph vessel have swollen points at specific places called lymph nodes. The spleen is a major organ of lymphatic tissue. Functions. The main functions of lymphatic system are 1. To collect and transport the waste materials from tissues in the bloodstream. 2. To maintain the fluid balance in the internal environment. 3. Lymph nodes play an important role in the defense mechanism of the body. They filter out microorganisms, bacteria, and foreign substances, etc. Blood transfusion. You might have heard in the hospitals that a serious patient needs blood in emergency. In accidents or operations, patients lose large amount of blood, which results in blood deficiency or anemia. In such cases, blood is transferred from a healthy person to the affected patient. Blood transfusion is the procedure of introducing the blood of a donor into the bloodstream of the recipient. The transfusion of blood can only take place in matching groups only. Nowadays, there are blood banks present in hospitals from where one can get blood of the desired group in case of an emergency.